No one has the balls to stand up like I'm doing right now. Stop the crap already. We're all Americans. We're all equal. I don't see black. I don't see Asian. I don't see anything but American.
Welcome to Bo Dietl's One Tough Podcast. And I don't say this lightly, but I have my son here. He's like a son to me anyway. My very dear friend, Sid Rosenberg, is on. And this is my biggest thrill is to have him on my podcast. I had to buy a commissioner on. I had this guy, that guy. But the most important person that I could have on my podcast that tells the truth, and people don't like to listen to him because he tells the truth, is my man, Sid Rosenberg. Thank you for coming on again, Sid. I know it's the second time you've been on my podcast.
No, it's the second time. And to tell your audience how much I love you, because he's not exaggerating when he says father-son relationship. We're going on over 25 years, and I really consider you family. You're not my friend. You're Danielle, Gabe, Ava, we love you. But I got here at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're taping this. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm still here. That's how much I love Bo Dietl.
Well, thank you, Sid. And I know how busy you are and how tired you are. You do get up very early. Thank you. So let's all start about how effing happy are we about Donald Trump. And I was with you over there at the Garden, and you were downstairs. I was up in the suite sucking up to everybody with Witkoff and Elon Musk and the kid there from Cantor there, Ludnick and all that.
Yeah.
It was great. It was such a thrill. And I'll be very honest with you, I was nervous because I relived 2000, the election of 2000, where I went to bed, Sid, and we were ahead in all these states. And the next thing I woke up, and we lost everything. And I never saw in my life where they stopped counting votes at midnight. I mean, they used that pandemic the way they used it just the way they want. And you want to know something else? If this election was tight and close, and I'm still worried about the House. The House has not been finalized yet, and there's 5 seats that are still being disputed. I'm worried about the cheating.
Well, you're not crazy. And just to show you how you're not crazy, in 2020, when the election was over, me and my partner, Bernard, God rest his soul, we started the next morning playing We Are the Champions by Queen because we thought Trump won. We are the champions with fist pumping. And then, like you said, 8 o'clock in the morning, I got a text.
Yeah.
And they said, Sid, slow down. He hasn't won yet. I go, what do you mean? Well, they just found all these votes, and they found all these votes. I wasn't worried this time. I knew that he bludgeoned her. He killed her. I was worried about a month before. I said, wait, she's black. She's a female. She's raised $1 billion. And he was bad in that last debate, Trump. He was bad. I said, uh-oh, we're in trouble. The last 2 weeks, especially at the rally, I spoke. I started to feel a huge amount of confidence. And then he killed her, Bo. It wasn't, he destroyed her. They got to be humiliated.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm just surprised it wasn't a bigger massacre. I'm serious. And right now, we're fighting, believe it or not. We're very close with this House of Representatives. Yeah. And that could be the worst that could happen.
We're still going to win that.
They'll start proceeding impeachment against these morons. No, they won't. That other guy.
Not if we win. Not if we win.
No, we have to win.
Right, but your point is right. It could have been worse because think about this. I know you know this. Kamala Harris only won 20 states. Here's what's the irony. The only states she won, those 20 states, are the states that did not require voter ID. Did not require. If they required voter ID, Bo, you may be right. He may have won every single state outside of California and New York in the country.
We have a graph that we're looking at right here. And it's just funny. Every state she won did not require identification. Every state that she lost, you required identification. Duh. What are they trying to say? Sid, this is the most remarkable thing. Yeah. This says it all. It says it all. And again, we have in Bucks County there, we're over in Pennsylvania, my friend John, what the heck is his name? Former Congressman, my friend John Sweeney.
Yeah.
John Sweeney, I go back. He was a congressman for upstate New York. He was on the group that was integrity in the elections.
Yeah.
He was heading it up. He's over there fighting with them over there. McCormick won by 50,000 votes. That wasn't enough. We're not conceding now. Now all of a sudden, this woman, her name is, she's the commissioner over there, Bucks County, Diane Ellis, some bullshit name. And all of a sudden she goes, I know I'm breaking the law, but we'll see you in court.
Doesn't count.
If you're admitting to breaking the law, Where are you, Attorney General in Pennsylvania? Lock that son of a bitch up.
I don't know who the Attorney General is. Somebody tells me he must be a Democrat. You know, I actually spoke for Trump 3 days before the election in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I know. You went there.
Yeah, I went there with Bill White.
You probably won that for her.
I probably
say
did.
It, all right, Sid? You don't have to say it. By you going there with, what's his name, the
Bill
smuggler.
White, my favorite homosexual.
Yeah, my friend, too. I love Bill. He's my favorite smuggler.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
So I was in King of Prussia. We had 10 speakers that night, including the great Byron Donalds out of Florida. And the last speaker was Dave McCormick. And I said to him, I go, you're going to win this week. They're going to try to take it from you, but you're going to win. And he went on a couple days later, and he won.
But just think, Sid, if these elections were really close, and I'm worried still about a couple of the House. I know we're going to win the House.
We're gonna win.
But I'm still worried about the fact that every aspect of what we see now, there was, listen to me, when you don't need an ID to vote, when you go on a plane, what do you tell them? You can't, I know that's like a bad thing to say. I'll say it, okay? And I don't care. I feel as though there was.
Listen, I'm not arguing.
Look at the crap that's going on with Rudy Giuliani. With
fair.
these two women making $40,000 a year, said, he made allegations that they cheated. All right, so if he made those allegations, you didn't cheat. You're making $40,000 a year. You're getting $148 million. You two broken down the leases. $148 million. Sid, do you realize what they're doing?
They're killing him. And the truth is, and I'm very close with Rudy. I was. He really believes it. He's not just saying it. He's not lying. He really believes.
So he don't have
ruined his whole
I just
life.
told you something. What are you going to do? Come after me for $148 million?
Right. And, Bo, they ruined this guy's life. They ruined his life. I mean, I know, Asian Teddy stands by him and his girlfriend, Doctor, whatever's her name, and Andrew, his son.
Yeah.
They ruined his life.
I feel so sorry for
Me
this
too.
guy, man.
He's all he's ever done.
Although
is
some of my
become
Italian,
a Trump friend.
some of my Italian friends don't feel that sorry for Rudy.
Those guys like him now. Those guys like him now.
Not that bunch. There's another bunch. They had the private sanitation guys he put out of business.
Oh, that's true
so
too.
a lot
Yes.
of my guys are going. I said, come on, leave the guy alone.
Yeah.
I love Rudy. You know.
No, I know you do.
And
I love him too.
I don't want this to happen to him. But a couple of the guys are saying that son of a bitch. He ruined my company.
He had it coming. Bad karma.
But
life's a bitch.
But we both agree Rudy should not be facing this,
listen,
taking his apartment,
this guy,
taking his rings.
This guy's a hero. Look, we live in New York, me and Bo, okay? He's still a hero. The worst thing Rudy Giuliani ever did, was become Trump's friend. That's it. All that he's going through right now, Bo, all of it, is because he became Trump's friend. If that's not unfair, what is? That's all he's ever done.
I don't know. And then all of a sudden now after the again, I have been high, and I'm not on any substance.
You never have been.
I am so high. Margo says to me, Bo, you're a different person. Ever since President Trump won re-election, I'm the happiest guy in the world.
You wake up happy.
Wake up happy.
Right.
Imagine if this Kamala or whatever her name was, I would have been in a depression. I am so happy. And everybody. And I just can't believe your people, my friends, 80-something% across this country who are Jewish voted against
79%.
That is a disgrace.
Not in New York. New York, 43%.
Because of you.
Because of me.
Yeah.
You're listening, Trump, because of me. By the way, you say because of me. When I met you a long time ago, and when I came back with Bernard in 2016, the first time Trump won, 2016.
I was a big Trump guy.
He beat Hillary.
Right.
You're not only a big Trump guy, but take some credit. You were at meetings with Trump. You were at dinner with Trump. Trump looked at you for advice.
Yep.
Is all this not true?
Yes.
100% true.
Yes.
Right? So, and even when you were like kind of going sideways, you loved his policies.
I waited until the
primary was over.
The primary was over. I had my own thoughts, and you want to know something? There's not a thought in my mind. It's the greatest thing. This guy has been beat up, shot, everything in this world. I am such a Trump sucker right now. I get on my knees to Trump right now because I love Donald Trump.
But you've been friends with him for a long time.
40 years.
40 years.
Yeah.
And again, the first time.
Play golf with him?
I know. First time, folks, in 2016, he played a role in Trump's win. You should know that.
Well, also, when the Secret Service, we thought he was getting shot at, Who do you think Stevie Wickoff caught? The first thing Steve was playing golf with
He
him.
was on the golf course that day.
I called you.
You called
Stevie
me.
said we're being shot at.
Yeah, it was. I remember it was a football Sunday.
Yeah.
I had the games on, and my phone's ringing, and I don't look at who it is on a football Sunday. And then I see Bo. So the second time I pick it up, he goes, Sid, something bad's happening in Palm Beach. I'm like, oh, my God. And you had all of it because of Stevie Witkoff. Congratulations to Steve. He's now the special envoy to the Middle East. That's a big job.
He's the new Henry Kissinger.
Yes. That's a big job.
But the point is that I just get the tickle. I'm getting tickly talking about it. I just love the guy for what he's gone through. You talk about being persecuted with this fat pig, Bragg over here in New York,
well, and
that fat ass attorney general
James.
there, Letitia. Imagine after Thanksgiving she must shit whole turkeys. Man, she's got some big butt on her. But the point is that this is a great time for not just us, for you people who didn't vote for him. You understand something? It's the greatest time for you, too, because we have a president now. You know what he's doing right now with the cabinet? They're making all kinds this guy's no good, that guy's no good. Blah, 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 blah. Let's be honest about it. Biden's cabinet. Let's just run through these assholes.
All righty.
Okay, these assholes. Here. How about Lloyd Austin, Secretary of Defense? We got our troops over there dying, getting shot up and all that. All of a sudden, he goes like this, we're pulling out. And they pull him out in a hurry, not even keeping that one military base we could have kept there with our Apache helicopters.
Yep.
Complete nonsensical. Austin, goodbye, Austin. Bye-bye, dickhead.
Well, you had two of them. You have Austin and you have Milley. Milley also.
Millie, another dickhead.
Right, so they closed down. You're talking about Bagram Air Force Base.
Yes.
13 of our bravest men and women were murdered. And also, don't forget, Austin got sick a couple of months ago.
And no one knew. He was in the hospital, and no one, this is your Secretary of Defense is taking the pipe, and no one knows it.
But he doesn't tell anybody.
No.
So, do you think Pete Hegseth, let me say about Pete Hegseth. Guy's got 2 Bronze Stars. I don't care if you don't like him. You hate him on Fox News.
Love him.
He's got 2 Bronze Stars. He's a tough son of a bitch. He knows what he's doing.
Do you remember I was a Fox News contributor for 12 years?
Yes.
I love Pete. And you want to know his great appointment because he cares about the military, the enlisted men. And to be Secretary of Defense, you don't have to be a general with 5 stars on. You could be a civilian, and he's a civilian.
But he's got 2 Bronze Stars, too.
But he cares about the men and women
100%.
of the armed service.
Plus, he's good looking. That matters.
And then I like his tattoos.
Yeah, me too.
And then, how about that Secretary of Health, the Assistant Secretary, Rachel Levine? What the hell is that? It's a friggin' transformer. You see, he was 6'3", a shank-a-danker on him, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm the Assistant Secretary. This is Biden's appointment. And then how about Peter Buttigieg? What's that guy's name? What's his name?
Buttigieg.
That guy, too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he was the mayor of a little over there in Indianapolis.
By Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He's the mayor of in Indiana, that little town there where Notre Dame is.
Yeah, 4 people in the town.
4 people.
Then all of a sudden, he became the Secretary of Transportation. What did he do? Remember the supply chain debacle?
Do I remember?
It was shutting down all the ports.
And he didn't go to work for about 6 months.
And then the airline oversight. Duh.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he didn't go to work. The other guy with him, they had a transplant. I don't know how they do that, but they had a kid. Did that kid come out of the guy? I don't know. What was the story?
I don't know. As far as I know, the only man to have a baby was Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie with Danny DeVito.
Oh, okay.
That's the only guy I know that really had a baby.
I think he took 6 months off for maternity.
He did. And don't forget, on a serious note, that happened during the time when you had that massive train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio.
And the only guy that showed up was Donald Trump.
And to your point, I'm glad you said that. People always say Donald Trump started to really gain popularity when he started getting indicted. That's wrong. The day that Donald Trump was back on the scene was when he arrived in East Palestine.
And he bought water and
These
stuff.
poor people are still glowing in the dark. He was buying McDonald's. He bought water, and he said to America that day, "You still come first."
Hold on, Sid. He did do a great cabinet pick.
Yeah.
Alejandro Mayorkas.
Oh, please.
This fool that had the balls. I don't know, where did he come from? The gutter? A cave?
I think
he
Cuba.
My name is Alejandro. Their border is safe. It's secure.
Yeah.
15 million people came through there. We got an influx of terrorists. Look what's happening on our streets of New York. The gangs from Venezuela. This punk should have went a long time ago.
He should have been. He should be in prison. Is where he should be.
Yeah.
And again, Trump. You know, you talk about the Transformer. So he put RFK Jr. in that spot.
Yep.
He's got Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense. And then he's got Kristi Noem in Mayorkas' spot. And working with Kristi Noem, Bo, is going to be Tom Homan. And if Donald Trump, and if you're not the toughest guy in the world, it's Tom Homan.
I love Thomas. He was always on with Fox with me when I was over there in Fox.
Great. He's great.
Him. But you got to understand something. If you notice what's going on right now, in 2016, we put all these dickheads in there as cabinet people. Nobody was loyal to Donald. Now, Jamie Dimon, I don't want to be Secretary of Treasury. You weren't asked to be Secretary of the Treasury, all right? Jamie, I know you, Jamie. You would never, ever let President Donald Trump, tell you what to do. That's why you're not there. Who he's putting in his cabinet are loyal people.
That's right.
And when they get the policy, people understand. When you're the president of the United States, like President Donald Trump, you tell your people what you want to do.
That's right.
They don't tell you what to do.
No.
And then I got a little dickhead.
Well, his last administration tried to do that. Yeah. And you had John Kelly, who's a douche, and I know he's a serviceman. I don't care.
Yeah.
You had Mad Dog Mattis.
Yeah.
And your friend, Anthony Scaramucci.
No, I don't call him my friend. I'm really pissed off at Anthony.
Yeah.
First of all, I told him, how can you write a book about Donald Trump, how great he is?
You know what the name of the book was? Blue Collar President.
Right.
Which is what Donald Trump is.
A great
and he
president.
talked about how great he is.
And then I said, how dare you? I said, stop it. If you don't like him for whatever, there's a lot. I know where all the bodies.